Oh, I just took a sip of my hot beverage right now. This is the perfect affordable gift. You don't need to know what size they are, what shade of makeup they like, what they listen to, what kind of electronic, what age exactly. This is for every age. Bear maybe toddlers, I'd say elementary and up. Every age, every stage, every occupation, everybody needs to get a drink on the go. So from Primula, we're gonna do something we've never done before. We really listened to you and brought you the 30-ounce size. It really is the perfect size. It's kind of that Goldilocks, not too big, not too small. We're gonna talk about how this is gonna keep your hot beverages hot for many, many hours, the cold beverages freezing cold for hours. But before we get there, I just want to let you know, in the past, you've even had to pay extra for the handles and the straws. Not today. We're giving you this beautiful pack up. You'll get 3 for essentially the price of 2. So that's where you get the value, and you get coordinating gift bags to go with. Take a look at the blue, everything from a deep sapphire to like a cobalt to this beautiful minty turquoise. That is your blue. So they're all going to bring you these gorgeous ombre effects. Here's your red. Look how lovely, everything from like a gorgeous, gorgeous ruby all the way to like this kind of rose color. Down here, we have them in your gray. How pretty is that? So that's your gray. And then come up here, purple, everything from amethyst to like an icy, steely purple. Beautiful shades of green, gorgeous shades of pink, from like a hot pink to like a rose gold almost. I do have an update for you in the pink. In the pink, this is the most limited. There are only 3,000 to go round, and then they're gone. All right, there's so much to tell you about this, and to get us started is Mark Charles Masilli, who brings us Primula third year in a row. Great to see you. Oh, I like your little stickers on yours.
Well, you can personalize these, by the way. We went to a little cricket and got to put my initials on there.
So I got to
put, they did that in the sets and props. I got to initial, and you put little stickers on it. You can have the handles on or off. The other thing, too, is I want to point out that Sandra puts you through all the colors. If you buy a colorway, like let's say the purple, you can swap the handles and the lids and do alternating. So what I did was, so this handle and lid go to this one and vice versa. So I swapped it so you can have a little creativity now. If you buy 2 sets of 2 different colors, you can swap those handles and lids. Right? A lot of fun.
The limit.
So just, again, this is all about customization. You can use the straw and drink the locking straw, or it's got a lip on it so you can drink right out of the top of the...
Which is how I've been doing. All right, so let's start with the fact that this is 30 ounces, which we've never done in a Today's Special Value before.
Okay, so let me give you a frame of reference visually. For 12 years, I've been bringing Primula to you. The largest tumbler we ever offered you before was this 20 ounce. This is the one everybody knows and loves, right? This was the largest one. Last April, I brought this 40 ounce and introduced this for the very, very first time. Today, we're giving you what I call Goldilocks, 30 ounces. So it's 10 ounces less than this, but 10 ounces more than that. Why? Because for some people, this is too big. And for some people, this is too little. They don't want to refill as much.
I feel like the 30 ounce is the perfect size.
It really is Goldilocks, right?
For the road trips, for when you get that iced coffee and you want to put a lot of ice in it. It's perfect if you're going to like those, all day watching the kids play sports. Like to me, it is the right size.
Yes, and some of the features, just to remind you, we've always done this, but I always like to reiterate it. First thing you're going to see is the see-through lid. You're going to notice that there's threading on this. There is a silicone gasket that makes it leak-proof. There's a lock mechanism on this straw. What happens so it doesn't go out? All you do is go like this. Both of these parts are dishwasher safe. The handle, okay, which we love, is removable. You can use this unit without the handle. All the units are car cup holder ready and accessible. If you're righty, go here. If you're lefty, you go here. So righty and lefty, you have no condensation. You have a triple wall technology, and you say, what's a triple wall technology? Triple wall technology is what Primula brings to the table differently than everybody else.
Okay, this is the difference between those cups that can cost you so much more. Even many of them do not give you what Primula does in terms of keeping your hot beverages hot and your cold beverages icy cold.
So we want to talk about the animation because I want to explain what it is first visually, and then we're going to put the proof in the pudding, right? So when you buy one of our mugs, you have the stainless steel on the outside, just like everybody else. You move in and the vacuum. That is like what I call it the quilt or the parka that you wear. That's the insulation. Everybody's got that. Here's where we're different. We put a layer of copper on the last layer of stainless steel. Everywhere else is stainless, vacuum stainless. We have stainless, vacuum, copper stainless. Why copper, Sandra? Here's why. It is a precious metal. It's an expensive metal, but if you know any chef Their premium
Oh,
cookware
right.
would be copper cookware.
That's
Why?
absolutely right.
Best conductor of heat, best conductor of cold. So we put the best metal that conducts heat and cold inside our mugs. That costs money, by the way. And now because of that, 24 hours keeping cold, 24 hours ice not melting, and 6 hours piping hot. It goes beyond 8-10 hours of hot, but we consider piping hot anything from 140 degrees up. So we have the ice melt. We have to, everything I say, we got to substantiate, right? We took ice, 12 hours, opened it up, released some of the cold, poured it out, put it back into the mug. When 24 hours later, look at the results, and that's from opening it up 2 to 3 times in between the 24 hours, still ice. So imagine never opening it up, how solid the ice would be, okay?
Wow.
Now, let's do it live for you because I think it's most impactful. I'm going to open this up, and we have a little clock here that Chef Mitch and Nick did for me. And we're going to, first I'm going to, let's talk about where Sandra and I are, what room we're in. We're in a 69-degree room. 18 hours and 23 minutes ago, ice water was put in here. We did not put any batteries. It's not charged up. It's not plugged in. Notice the numbers going down. As this is going down, I want to remind everybody, the
18
refrigerator,
hours.
the refrigerator you have at home, it's plugged in and you're paying electricity for. It runs between 32 and 39 degrees. This, in about 1 degree, is going to be colder, there it is, than your plugged-in refrigerator 18 hours and 23 minutes later.
Wow.
30, we're at freezing. No
Wow.
plug-in, right? Now we're going to go over to here. 4 hours and 47 minutes ago, we put hot toddy inside of here, a little mulled wine. And look at the same thermometer go shooting up 4 hours and 47 minutes. I love this. Like when I know I've sold with David in the past, he's always like, remember the ceramic mug. You have your coffee. How many times and how many minutes before you put that in the microwave to heat it back up?
And it gets cold.
About 2.
About 2 for David. Some people are like 10, 12. Look at this, folks. We're getting close to 147, 148.
I was drinking all day hot coffee
Yeah.
out of
Yep.
this. I was in my dressing room for about 3 or 4 hours, and it was great. But I also read an email today about customer questions.
Yeah.
So I'd like to hit you with some rapid fire questions.
Please
May
do.
I?
I'd love to answer.
All right. First of all, a customer wanted to know, do straws come with?
They come with. You don't have to buy them extra. And, they're
And you
dishwasher.
can take them out if you don't choose to.
Correct,
use them.
you can choose
Because
That's right.
another question was, how do I drink out of this if I have no straw?
There is a giant lip that's been carved on the side of it with a hole, and they even went one further. This little cap locks back so it never hits your nose when you're drinking.
Allow me. In fact, that's how I've been drinking
Allow the
mine.
model to demonstrate. Oh, look, not hitting her nose.
Look, Mom, one hand.
And
What
that's
else?
helping her throat.
Yeah.
Also, fits in most car and cup holders.
Pretty much, we've tested about 98% of the cup car holders out there. It fits.
I have to say, I was looking at this shot of all the different colors.
So
They're
pretty, right?
beautiful.
We've never done ombre before. First time ever we've
And
done
they're
ombre.
all shiny.
Like
Yes,
race cars.
like race cars.
Oh my word. Well, you've answered all my questions, and they come with gift bags, Jess?
And the
Better
tags that are sticker tags, you can put the tag anywhere you want on the bag.
Oh,
How great is
Look
that?
at this.
there are more over here.
Yeah.
All right. So really lovely colors and a great gift idea, whether you're giving all 3 or you're breaking them up.
And David, you and I both know those mugs, you know, that all the kids go crazy for, stuff,
Yep.
they can be 30, 40, and more.
Just shop online and find out.
These are
Oh, one
$13
other
a
question?
piece. I think they're prettier, and they have that triple wall.
Triple
they have
wall.
the copper.
that was the question. What are the materials that this is made of?
Stainless, a vacuum, like everybody else,
Right.
but copper lining and another stainless. So we add a whole layer
was a
of a
question, too.
precious
Yeah.
metal. And that's why we say 24 hours cold, 6 hours piping hot, and 24 hours before ice melts, and no
yeah.
condensation.
This is the perfect example of QVC where you get better quality
Yes.
for less price.
Yes.
Better quality,
exclusive
less
colors,
price. Mhm.
exclusive sizes.
They're so
12
pretty.
years I've never done 30 ounce. That's pretty awesome.
And I'm drinking ice water,
Yep.
but you're having hot tea.
That's right.
Yep.
And
keeping her throat
works out,
hydrated.
and it keeps her throat soothed, right? Because my sweet Sandra's getting over cold.
Yeah.
So
It's true.
this is why it's so important that this does everything.
That's
does
right.
everything, hot or
And
cold.
I just think about like when you stop and you pay like, you know, $5 for one of those expensive coffees or
We
more.
all have done
The
it.
last thing you want to do is keep it in that
Paper.
mug, right? Because all that paper cup, it's going to be cold before you even get down the road.
Correct.
You read
Just-
one funny meme on Facebook,
It's
and the
cold.
coffee is
Put
ice
it
cold.
right
You're done.
in
I'm going to leave
here.
you two to
Okay,
it.
guys.
Thank you so
I
much.
actually want to go through these colors
yeah,
again. They
go
are
ahead,
absolutely
please.
beautiful. So we have it in the blue. And notice, even if you get 3 blue, they're not the same. So if you're getting these for your kids, no one's going to say, Mom, she took my blue cup. Oh, no, because everyone will know which color is theirs. They're very different. Here's your red. This is the gray. So pretty, very sleek. Up here we have the purple. These colors are gorgeous.
Right.
They're just such pretty looks. There's the green, and then here's the pink. I'm going to tell you a true story in it because it's the today's special value. So today my daughter was going on a 4.5-hour. She was home for the holidays, but she had to go on a 4.5-hour trip. And do you know what she made? She made herself an espresso, and before she left, I said, put that in a Primula. And so she drove in
Coincidentally.
her Primula. Now listen though, it was one of the smaller ones. It was one of the 20 ounces.
Yeah.
So I love the idea for that long of a trip. You can go through that like this.
Correct.
I'm going to upgrade to the 30 ounce. But that is
honestly,
a true story. I really said to her, I'm like, take a Primula. Because in my house, I don't want a million different cups that none of them match, and I don't know which is which and what have the top. It's so nice to look, and everything has its place. They're the right size. They come with the straws. They come with the handles. If you want to take the handle off, you can. You're not paying extra for the handles and the straws. They're easy to clean, right? Let's talk about that.
So here's a PSA on this, okay? Double wall tumblers and Primula triple wall tumblers, please, please, please. Don't put them in the dishwasher. Here's why. There's a vacuum in there, right? Metal, as you know, remember earth science, everybody, heat contracts and expands metal. If the vacuum gets released, visually nothing will happen to your mug. It'll look exactly the same. The problem is the vacuum will be gone. That means we cannot guarantee 24 hours cold, 24 hours not ice melting, and 6 hours piping hot. The vacuum is quintessential. It's like your favorite quilt or your favorite ski jacket. You got to keep all the puffy stuff in there to keep you warm. So don't put it in the dishwasher for that purpose. Now, the handle, the straw, and the lid go in the dishwasher.
Yes, I put my lids in the dishwasher all the time.
Yeah.
But you don't really
hand wash it. Oh, and you don't want to point to you.
Really
Look at
put
this.
that in the dishwasher.
David taught me this, right? He always teaches me about the new meat hooks. I got a meat hook just like David. Look at this. I can get in and clean all the way in this. So I love using my Cockbaluma brushes. They're fantastic for it. But this size 30 mug, look, my hand's all the way in. So you can clean this out very easily. Look at that metallic finish, almost like a car. Pretty. Isn't it beautiful?
And that's from the purple. That's the latest purple.
Yep.
Over 27,000 sets now ordered today. We are thrilled that you love this today's special value. And you can see here, you can use the handle. You don't have
lefty
to use
or
the
righty,
handle.
by the way. You choose it. You move it lefty or righty. And it's just great. I love the whole gym bag because think about your protein shake, Sandra. That's got to be cold. You then put it on its side in your gym bag. It's not going to leak. You can go to the gym for 2 hours, then take a shower in the locker room, pull that out of your bag. You didn't put it in a fridge or anything, and your protein shake is not only not leaking, it's still cold for you to have 3 hours later.
I have tea in here.
Yep.
I like the fact that, look, there is no spilling in my Primula.
See all the condensation she's got on top, so that proves how hot it is inside of there.
Also, no condensation if I put my Primula on wood furniture.
Anything.
Yeah, there's no condensation here either. Here's how they look when you put them in the gift bag. Super nice. We're even giving you the bags. Let's talk about, you have this idea. If you bought one set of each color.
18. There's 18. I came up with 18 people on the majority of people's list. This is about saying thank you to the caregiver, your postal service, your nail technician, your dog walker. There's so many people in our lives. We're trying to find an affordable way to say thank you. I'm thinking about you. I care about you.
So let's go through it.
Break apart. Okay, so on the top, what I did was I just went shopping to and by the way, you can go to the dollar store and put some stuff in there.
Yeah, because the mug is really the gift.
The mug is really the gift, but you want to add, for the nail technician, I found those are candles and little things and the little perfume holders. That's a whole set of markers for the book club member. Let's say you have 4 book club members, so you're going to need a couple sets, right? The hairstylist, I found those cool, funky combs and brushes. Down here, I thought this was a great one, and I thought you'd appreciate this one, Sandra. For the dad, father, I put the scarf and a pair of gloves.
Okay, adorable.
Right, the grandson, his 3 favorite cocoa packs that are in there.
Cute.
And then, of course, for the husband, 3 great wool socks for skiing. They could be ski shots or whatever.
These are so
Here, the dog walker, I had to get a big fluffy scarf for the dog walker, right? She's walking my dog all the time. The coworker, these are pens. These are little like flower pens, right?
So stinking
right?
cute.
So it looks like a vase of flowers, but it's actually a vase of pens. And then my fitness instructor works me too hard. So I told her, here's an eye mask, take a nap, and then go out to the islands and give me a break at the gym.
And then you have teachers, math teachers, science
pencils,
teachers, English teachers.
You could do candies,
granddaughters,
recipes.
niece.
Tea. There's one for Sandra, best friend
Best
and tea.
friend, delivery driver, neighbor, bus driver with the Mrs. Prindable's yummy pretzel sticks. So here's what you need to know, though. You can't wait. This is a one-day only value where you are truly getting all 3 for the price of 2. Normally, they're $20 a piece. So for the price of 2, you get 3 of them, right? Here's your blue, the matching gift bags. They do look really nice. Here's your red, your gray, your purple, green, and your pink. Please don't